I brought all my children up in Castlemilk.
Fun gardening place to come to.
I lead the community garden at the Housing Association here in Castlemilk.
I live in Castlemilk since 2008, 13, so it's about over 8 years.
Been brought up there all my life.
I was involved in the landscaping of the pond and the paths in the mid-80s. I was employed by the Parks and Recreation Department.
About a year and a half.
3 years.
I did a good 1 year, and then because of lockdown, so I was coming on and off, so 2 years.
So I started working here in October 2020.
Does it get you out of the house meeting new people?
Well, I just wanted to volunteer, and I love gardening, I love nature, so I thought that would be really cool because it's not far from my place where I live. It's almost 5 minutes.
I got a house with a garden, and I came to learn how to grow plants and flowers and wildlife, stuff like that, to learn all that.
And would you highly recommend it to everybody?
Very much so, and I have done.
I would definitely recommend it. As I say, it definitely heightens your sense of achievement when you've done litter picking and stuff, or clearing out the ponds, or learning about trees, you know.
Gardening, there's so many reasons that it helps. For example, people live alone, just to get out of the house, because we spent almost 2 years in lockdown and stuff. So I think gardening has always helped me personally. I'm talking about myself, to get away from those too much thinking.
The flowers, growing the flowers and that, and the potatoes and the nature.
Yeah, there's nice people that take part in the gardening.
Wow, I'm from Africa, for example. I grew up in the village, so my hands are get used to touch the soil, the ground. So that's the best part.
It's allowed me to reconnect to nature in a really meaningful way, in a way that doesn't feel like there's a lot of pressure to get things right the first time. I can just figure out what works, and I like that I can do this with other people as well.
Learning, to be honest. Learning things like, you know, how to make the compost, how to treat the raised beds, just getting information about various plants and trees and the wildlife.
There's so many things. I would love to make more natural bird feeders with the apples from the orchard, and I would like to get some salamanders in the pond, and make a willow arch, get more life in here.
Plant lots of more colourful flowers.
Because so many people feel isolated in the lockdown, and then when they're isolated, it's hard to come out.
And the garden brings people together?
Yeah, definitely.
I think for me, the purpose of the garden, like a difference, is like wake up every morning, especially when it's the day of volunteering, knowing that I'm doing something special, something I like, you know.
Because it gets me out of the house and being active.
Well, obviously it's good for your physical health as well, because you're being active, you know, you're bending, and you're kind of you're just being active and getting physical, you know. So at a very basic level, it's good for you, you know, physically. It's good for you mentally. Just the sound of the birds and the nature.
It has made a difference because I've met lovely people, and I've learnt how to do a lot of garden, plant seeds and grow potatoes and vegetables, and how to use different species of plants and things like that.